Personally, not the right result. Mark, how do you sum it up?
Obviously disappointing. We have to be realistic. But this is why we play these games towards this time of the season. We need these tests as a team. And I think if you have the right perspective, you know, these games help us to build, to be better, to improve, and to go into the next stages, which is the World Cup, and, you know, be ready.
What was missing, especially in the final third, do you think?
Obviously a goal. Like I said, we have to be critical of ourselves. But again, these are the tests that we need. It's important that we have these games to see where we're at. But like I said, it's all about perspective and making sure that we learn and stick together. The most important is sticking together. It's very easy to, I'd say, look at this one game, especially after the campaign that we've had. I think it's been a positive campaign, so it's important that we stick together, improve and get better.
No Harry Kane, of course. You have to find another plan. How did the false nine formation work?
I'll be honest, I think it was the right idea, to be honest. I think it's always down to us. It's always down to us as players to try and find the gaps and try and find the way through. Unfortunately, we didn't do that today, but we actually had a lot of chances today from set pieces, and you know, we created what we could. We just couldn't find the back of the net. But again, it's important that we stay positive, that everyone stays, you know, behind one another and backs each other.
And you know, of course, players have been auditioning to a degree, younger players. Was maybe there a little bit of anxiety, that too keen to prove a point at times?
I wouldn't say so. I think, like I said, it's not easy putting the shot on. It's very difficult. You play against teams that are well drilled, qualify for the World Cup, who want to prove a point as well when they come here. But again, I'll reiterate and I'll keep saying it. It's important that we stick together, we learn from this moment and move forward.
Well, Morgan, thanks for joining us. The manager said, listen, we need these games to live and learn. Do you agree?
Yeah, exactly that. It's obviously not how we'd like it to go. I think we can all see that, but these games about integrating together, trying to fine-tune different things. I think we worked hard a lot on the training pitch. It didn't quite come off, but we know our idea, we know what we want to do, we know what we're trying to do, and it's about arriving at the right time, so we'll be ready. We'll be fine.
Yeah, it's a feeling you're not used to, losing at Wembley with England. So just in terms of what you need to then harness from tonight ahead of the World Cup, what is it?
That we don't like losing, that it doesn't feel nice, and we can learn from obviously the mistakes that were made on the pitch, but there was still some good things. I think we pretty much dominated the game for large parts, and we were knocking on the door, we were there and thereabouts. I just think it's fine-tuning maybe the final third tonight about being cleaner. Probably the last pass, the last cross probably wasn't at our best, but we know we've got the quality. We know when we look around in that room that there's bags of talent, bags of ability that can score and create. So yeah, we know we'll be fine in that department.